you doing? It's wintertime. We've been battling some rain and snow and ice and having a grand old time. So far we've only had to shut down once. We had 5,000 pounds in the box. We were headed up to New Jersey and there's a blizzard coming through. So they recommended, basically you couldn't get across Pennsylvania without shantying up. Any rate, so we've been dealing with a lot of weather. We went home a couple of days ago and I had to take dog Zeus to the vet. The last time we went home, we had his teeth cleaned and they found that his liver enzymes were elevated, which indicates a fatty liver. So they put him on a special diet and gave him a supplement that he's supposed to take every day on an empty stomach. So one of his liver enzymes is back to normal, but the other one is slightly elevated. So she wants to keep him on those supplements, which are $56 for a month's supply, for another 2 or 3 months, just to see if we can get that other enzyme to come down. If it doesn't come down, that's an indication that there's permanent damage and he could suffer from liver failure later on down the line. So Zuzu, how are you feeling? Zeus loves hanging out in the window. This is his favorite. Oh, not today. Oh, what is Michael doing? Let's go find out what Michael's doing. Oh, I see. He's airing up a tire. The proper PSI is 100 for our tires, and 20 pounds below what the regulated amount is supposed to be. So in our case, 80. It's considered a flat tire for DOT. This right here is a quick connect cap. It is a replacement for a valve stem cap. It won't allow air to escape and you can easily add air and check your tire pressure without removal. If you got doubles like this, you need to make sure that you can access your extra stem quick connect, because one's going to poke outwards and one's going to poke inwards, and that's how you do your tires. You have to make sure you do both of them. The trailers, they have this thing. Well, on our trucks, the trailer has this thing, which is like an auto inflate system. So as you're running down the road, it'll recognize that you've got low air and it'll auto inflate these tires. So you just got to check to make sure that they're in good condition and that they don't have any obvious leak sounds. The last couple of times we've been checking our tires, they've been running pretty low. We fill them up to 100, and then when we recheck them, they're like 94, 95. So we're checking them again. I just got done driving probably about an hour ago. And so we're going to recheck them, check the tire pressure. There we go. So it's showing just over 90, like 92. Let's check this other one up here. And this one is showing, it looks like about 95. So it's okay, but we'll go ahead and add more air. So now that we have our tire pressure results, and we know that we're going to have to air up at least one tire, but I'll probably go ahead and air up 2 tires. Then what you're gonna do is first, you have to release the brakes. These are great for leverage as handles. So you disconnect the red line. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna connect your red line air hose to the air hose that you're gonna use to air up your tires. Just like that. Then you have to go back into the truck. You're gonna start the truck up and release your trailer brakes so that you can allow the air to flow. So we're gonna run with it. Now they're all balanced out. If your truck is set up with idle shutdown, it can be challenging as a solo operator to air up your tires and keep your truck running so you have continuous airflow. The best way to go about it is to add a little air, check the pressure, mash the throttle. You're going to be up and down, but there is a way of doing it without having to hire somebody to do it for you. Now that I have everything equally balanced out,
me, preferably, I like to keep these inside where it's not cold so the plastic don't crack, rubber don't crack. That way you never have to, oh, I got a low tire. I can't do nothing about it. Okay, you can air it up yourself. And then go buy you a gauge. I'm not sure how much the gauge is, but it's worth the investment. In the long run, it'll save you. Just like that. See how nice? And you get these, they're wire with rubber. And you can use them inside the cab too because they're soft and they bend real easy. They hang stuff to secure them.
We're picking up a trailer, and the trailer is slow to air up, so we're having a hard time moving our tandems. We think it might be frozen stuck or something. At any rate, so Michael's going around banging on things on the trailer with a hammer. Spraying it with the little WD-40 also. So at any rate, also the trailer, the inspection went out last month. So thank goodness we're getting it back to the yard so that they can inspect it and make sure it's legal for the road. Michael's also doing a pretty thorough inspection and just to make sure because it is out of date. So at any rate, you know how it goes. We're being truck drivers, we're being professional, we're making sure our equipment is in good standing. Okay. The trailer we picked up has a flat tire. Which one? This front one?
Yeah, it's back on the rim. It's airing up.
Okay, it's airing up. See, the auto inflate, it helps to air up the tires. So sometimes when the trailers have been sitting a long time or it's cold, contracts the air, the tires might go flat. It was giving us a flat tire indicator on the front. I'll show you where in a minute. But it's airing up now. So hopefully it'll reseed and all that stuff. This light right here is on. So that's an indication that we've got a low tire, that the tire's airing up. So we're just waiting on letting it air up, see what it's going to do before we decide if we're going to take it to the shop or not. And it looks like that tire is getting
airing up.
Airing up just fine. It's rebeaded.
It's reseated.
We're on the road now. The tire did air up and it's holding air just fine. So we're going to go on down the road and get it fixed at a later point. sometimes we can be guilty of being a little bit lazy, but we always check our tires. We always check to see the inspection, when is it due, make sure the trailer is registered, make sure that, you know, do at least a walk around to make sure there's nothing obvious, check the lights. And then when we get to a truck stop or to another location, then we'll do a more thorough location. At the particular place we just picked up at, they weren't very busy, and so we were able to just kind of take our time there in the parking lot and do a thorough inspection, especially since the registration or the inspection? The inspection sticker was out on the trailer, so we wanted to do a thorough inspection, and there wasn't a lot of people like rushing us out of their way. So we felt comfortable to be able to do it there.
Have a good day, folks.